Hey there, and welcome back to Life's a Vacay, where I talk about living life on my own terms, whether that is sipping cocktails on a rooftop in Kuala Lumpur or reclaiming my damn time after years of holding everybody else together. And today, baby, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about my new book. It's called The Eldest Daughter, The Quest for Softness. Listen, um, I am the eldest daughter, and what I can say about being the eldest daughter is there are some blessings and some curses, several. So I want to talk a little bit about the release of this book, and if you are an eldest daughter, or you've been that strong one, the one that holds the family together, who everybody leans on, the one who should have it all together, then this is going to be a deep conversation. So come with me. Let's do this. All right, now. So let's get into it. I wrote this book because I lived this book from the time I was old enough to tie my shoes. Actually, before that, because I learned how to tie my shoes on my fifth birthday. I remember that sitting on the porch with my cousins at my birthday party. However, I've been holding it down since probably three, and I'll get into why. But if you're just joining me, um, I want you to understand that I wrote this book and it's not a memoir. It is a novel, but it's based off of truth, right? It is about a young lady who has had to be everything to everybody but herself. That don't even feel, I mean, it, it feels something. I feel something when I said that. Like, when you are the eldest daughter, you are taking care of everybody. And so the oldest daughter is the built in babysitter, the therapist, the peacemaker, the peacekeeper, the backup parents. Y'all know the drill, right? And for a long time, I thought being strong all the time was my superpower. It was like my cape. But what nobody tells you, or at least they didn't tell me, is that strength without softness is just survival. I'm going to say that one more time. Strength without softness is survival. And baby, I didn't come into this life just to survive. I'm talking to you, did not come into this life just to survive. We came here to thrive, to actually do the damn thing. And oftentimes, especially, and I can only speak because I am a Black woman, so I can speak from my lived experiences. And as a Black woman who grew up in America, there is no reciprocity for being strong or having to step into the adult uh, place, especially for a little Black girl. And so we have been conditioned in many respects to hold it all together, to hold it down, to be strong. All of that is masculine energy, right? It's when I started to like peel the onion back and like get to the layers of this as I was writing this book and as I was just trying to heal my own self, it's something. So I just want to kind of take a few minutes to kind of explain the premise of the book and let everybody know. And I'm releasing the first part as an ebook. And then I'll release more and I'll have a physical book. But right now, like I've been holding on to this book for 4 months, 3 or 4 months, and I just wanted to let it go. So I'm gonna release the first portion in an ebook, and then um, by my birthday, which is May 20th, I'm going to release it as a physical copy. All right. So, The Eldest Daughter, The Quest for Softness, is my love letter to every woman who has been forced to grow up way too fast. It is the story of a young lady named Danielle, a woman who has been holding it down for her family since forever, since she came into the world. And until she hits a point where her body, her heart, her spirit has said enough. And y'all know how that feels. You, and matter of fact, you probably at that place now. You like, listen, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I don't even have any more to give. And we have been conditioned to give from empty cups. Baby, you can't give from no empty cup. I'm sorry. It just can't be done. Yet we continue to try. And so I want to right now to stop for a second and send love, light, and my positive energy to anybody who understands this plight, right? I want you to understand that you are not your situations, you're not your past, you're not your birthright, you're not any of those things. What you are is a loving being who has come to this world to transform those experiences that you've had. So, as Danielle is the oldest daughter, and she has been put in this position to be almost her mother's mother, um, and to embody all things for everyone. So she starts to ask questions like, who am I when I'm not fixing everybody else's mess? Are you asking yourself that? What would my life look like if I gave myself permission to rest? Now, you know you shouldn't have to have permission to rest. You should just rest. But Danielle, she's contemplating this. What if being soft is actually powerful? And it is, right? And I know what I experienced growing up is that I did have a couple people who showed up as my guardian angels through the process to kind of alleviate pressure of being the oldest daughter. People who stepped in like my grandmother and who offered some sense of softness. She was still hard now. She was hard. But she offered the sense of softness that allowed me to have some resemblance of childhood. Because otherwise, I would never even had a childhood. Because literally, I had to learn to be the mother to my mother. I had to be the mother to my siblings. I had to be the mother to myself. And so I wrote this book because I know I'm not the only one. And so in the book, I talk about Danielle and her guardian angel, which is her grandmother, who gives her space to question. Like, Danielle, can you show up for yourself if you're showing up for everybody else first? Like, fall back. And with her grandmother's wisdom and her ear and some real hard truths showing up in her life, Danielle learns to put down the cape, the weight, and also pick up softness. She figures out how to love herself enough to say no and set boundaries. And is this sounding familiar to you? You know Danielle? Is Danielle you? Because she definitely wasn't me. And I definitely want to talk about that too. I also want to talk about why this book matters. And this book is not just a novel to talk about the eldest daughter and to give um the eldest daughter a platform. This book is a toolkit for anybody, it's any woman struggling and trying to find her own identity in the sea of everybody else's mess. And so I think it's think this is I didn't just write it just to be something that you read at the beach. I wanted people to really dig deep and to see that not only is this a problem and why we as Black women are showing up tired, exhausted, and with depleted and not able to give. So I want you to understand that this story is going to resonate on many levels. I had my two sisters, two of my younger sisters, read the book before I shifted and made some more edits, but they both said they cried. Um, and so I'm not wanting people to cry. But I do want people to feel the essence of what this young lady is going through. This isn't just a story, it's a mirror for you, for me, for every woman who has been told, you're so strong. I don't know how you do it, but inside you're tired, you're exhausted. Sis, I see you. Like, I am you. And this book is a reflection of who you are and who I am. And I hope it gives permission for you to lay down all your armor and lean into your softness because I know you've been craving it. I know I have. And it's not weak to be soft, it's your birthright. Lean into your feminine energy. We have been conditioned to be our masculine selves, and it's killing some of us, honestly. So, if you've been the strong one for so long you forgot who the hell you are, this book is for you. I want you to grab a copy of The Eldest Daughter, The Quest to Softness. I'm going to drop the link, and this is going to be the link for the release. It's going to start today. Although this is a soft release today, the hard release will be in a week. But trust me, you're going to want to read this with a glass of wine, a candle burning, and plenty of time. You may even need some tissue. I would even suggest a journal so that you can write down your feelings and your thoughts. And if you're the eldest daughter, honey, drop me a comment. Let's talk about this. This is a community effort. I want my tribe to show up of all the eldest daughters. And if you're not the eldest daughter, but you still have the same sentiments, you've been holding it down for everybody. You're the one that everybody calls on. You're the one who can bring the family together. You're the one who people lean on you because you've made a safe place for people. Let's talk about it. I want you to tell me, give me comments about your experience of being the eldest daughter or the strong one. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you can get all of the information when I'm dropping a new video. But also, I'm definitely writing about my journey at this particular point, and I want my community to be that a community where I'm not just talking to you, right? We are talking together. We are having a conversation. And I want you to feel comfortable coming into the room and sitting and talking. And what I'm also going to be doing, I now have set up my membership and I have three different levels. But I'm going to start posting some of these videos to talk more about this book and actually create a discussion about the book and how people are perceiving the book, how it is affecting them, and how they are using the book in their own journeys. So I want to thank you for showing up today. Again, like, share, and subscribe, but more importantly, comment, let me know your thoughts, and get the book. Let's talk about it. Until next time, remember, find your flow, follow your freedom, and drift deep. All right.